The middleman. What is coming? I push on them. I'm stepping on them now. Straight on. Look at my face and tell them I got him. Look at me crazy. Catching the bottom. Now late. For my mother. Get my place. I spot him. Shit's face ain't correlate. So my niggas anything I never forgot. Sticking to this plan. Never forgot it. Never forgot it. I do not know these. These so crazy about it. Since a lot of things to be a flexing like young. Living crazy. That's my power. The chance to be a champ, it all paid off. Perfecting my product, perfecting my trust, and be a man. Way off, respecting my power. You want to give it power and say they go see what's special about it. Me, I can chill to my never no business so extra about it. My election, it's really intentional. I'm going crazy in the kitchen, sitting the blender three. She think I'm the one. It's only been a day. Time is money. And nothing ever lies. She think I'm the one. It's only been a day. It's money. My pocket got a friend. Guapo. Foot on their neck into the chat. It's for them. It's a contacts. Middle finger to the man in the middle. Remember playing in the shit I was little. In the extra kitchen staying like the bitch playing 50 grams. Fuck a middle man. Just sitting. Time is money. And not money. Guapo, Gr8Man Gwapo. DJ iZM Marv in the building. I can't let him in. Ain't no time to be afraid. I know they need to be outdoors. Strong with my fight back. Lost it all, got it right back. Here's something don't like that. Found to the flight back. He face like a court. I was only trying to you know why I only fucking with because they can cooperate with police. Anything. Is they taking it cool way. And they don't realize that's what you do, but I got two ways. That's why I move different. Because when I put it with the true picture, I ain't faking good factors. I ain't worried about it if I lose niggas. As long as I don't give it any chance. I'm going to keep feeling for you. Forgive me for my sin. Forgive me for my sin. Trying to do this way. Trying to forgive me for my sin. Forgive me for my sin. Trying to do this way. Honestly, you know, dying. Like fresh up. I was stressed up, dressing by the fire. I'm doing it. Forgive for my sin. Forgive for my toes. Forgive me for my sin. Forgive me for my sin. Gr8Man Gwapo. We ain't here? You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
Okay, let me make sure I got my Bluetooth on though. Check that back on real quick. 2 seconds. Okay, that's connected. And all right. Headphone on.
How your day going though, my brother?
Make the best productivity out of it as I can, you see. Squeezing the lemons and making lemonade. How about you?
So everything good? Everything cool? I wouldn't complain if I could, man.
Okay, now I can hear you in my headphone. Let me turn it up. You said now? You said now?
Said I wouldn't complain if I could, though. Everything's smooth for the most part.
There we go. All right. So I think we all set. I got my headphones on. I can hear you now. So I'm making sure I got a better audio. I see you got the magical background. So I know you got your junk already ready for this. How many of these interviews you already put in, good brother?
Sure, I got a lot of interviews in. I also be doing a lot of Zoom conference calls. So, I'll be on here all the time on this app.
Okay. Good brother, Gr8Man Gwapo.
Yes, sir.
You had a good year last year, huh?
Most definitely. I'm trying to keep it going.
Let me start off with this question since I asked you that one. What's been your favorite year so far in your life? Just wondering, just as far as your career.
Oh, as far as my career, definitely so far last year was my best
Last
year
year's the
for
biggest
sure.
year?
And I made a lot of progress just in a short span of time last year. So, I'm highly grateful for the relationships that I was able to build, and all the experiences I got to go through for real.
That's wonderful. Let me put my phone on do not disturb. I forget that for that phone call come in and blow me.
All right. Hey, my
Right.
volume cool?
Yeah, you sound good.
Okay.
Sound from what I know, and I sound well as well.
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay. So you said this last year here, that's what made that last year one of the biggest years for you in your career?
Man, I met a lot of really great people. I got to tour the country with
Oh, yeah.
DJ Paul from 3 6 Mafia and
Yeah.
Kid from Young Money. So, yeah, last year was crazy, man. A lot of great things happened for me, considering my career.
Yeah, I see, man. 3 6 Mafia and all that, man. That was my idols, man. Um, so did you how was that experience? Like did you have any like look up to or favoritism or any like star shock moments in these moments? Because you know what I'm saying, I know for sure that you know, at this point it seemed like you had the rewards of this career, part of your career.
Yeah, for sure. It's still a lot of work to be done, but most definitely. I don't know about, I try not to, be like starstruck and shit like that, because at the end of the day, we all
You're
got
all the
the
same.
same 24, we all got the same 24 hours. Other cats just
Right.
chose to maximize theirs, you know what I'm saying, at an early stage
Right.
in life. So, but I gotta say, like, the closest I was to like a starstruck moment was shit. my first actual show. We started our tour in Texas. I believe we started in San Antonio. And just the first actual show of, you know what I'm saying, not just being at a concert, you know what I'm saying? Like that was my first time performing with any major artist. And for it to be DJ Paul, for me, like, you know, I rock with Kid too, you know what I'm saying? He a legend in his own right, you know, with the Squad Up, with the whole movement with Wayne's early in his career. But for me, just being able to, you know, be, you know, in the mix with Paul, knowing how heavy he is, like he might not be like super relevant as far as like mainstream rap and shit, but he kind of is though behind the scenes. Like this cat is snatching up Grammys, you know what I'm saying? He all over Drake, all over everybody's stuff on the producer side. So to be, you know, in the mix and actually like not just be at the concert and be there a part of the show, you know what I'm saying? That was it for me. The first show, it was like, damn, it felt surreal.
And that was the whole 3 6 Mafia, or just like
it was just it was, you know, they're not really a group no more. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
I don't really see them really together no more, but they was always like, you know, they was like two peas in a pod, I think, back in the day.
Yeah. But yeah, I grew up, you know what I'm saying? I grew up listening to a lot of their stuff. So yeah, it was a great experience, man. Definitely unforgettable. No matter where else I go in my career, like that tour right there will be unforgettable to me. You know, that was like a landmark in my career.
What was it called?
What's that?
What was the tour called?
It was called the Mafia Lick Tour.
Mafia Lick Tour.
Yeah.
Definitely. I know there's probably some footage out there we could find of you performing and stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's all over my YouTube. It's on my Instagram account. All that you will see that.
We're gonna drop a link in this bio of this interview of it for you as well, so people can find it and see some of these amazing performances. Anything crazy happen that you just had you like, wow? I know being out with people that anything with 3 6 Mafia brings some kind of like just crazy crowd work and just like amazing, just people being free type stuff. You seen anything that has you like, whoa, that's free?
Yeah, this cat, he be, you know, he got a different type of fan base than the usual rap, you know what I'm saying, usual hip hop artists. So like his fan base be a lot of like, you know, like mosh pit type. They be having mosh pits, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
I seen that.
Yeah. So to me, that was just wild to experience. You know what I'm saying? Like I done did shows and I actually, you know, did a little bit of touring before this tour, but never have I seen that. You know,
where did you fit in with your music at? In that type of musical mix that the tour was in.
Say that. I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
Like, you know, in the sense of the actual like different locations and the way that they responded to your music towards the, you know, headliners. How was that blend? Was that mix well?
I surprised
you.
Yeah. No, I didn't like get the mosh pit reactions and nothing like that. You feel me? But like, you know, it was so the crowd was diverse. You know what I'm saying? Like it was, you know, you had a lot of different ethnicities, you know, different backgrounds, all coming to see this. So like, the crowd was receptive of me too. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? Especially in Texas. Like for some reason, Texas was just the most memorable for me as far as like connecting. Like I connected everywhere I went, but Texas was like a whole. It was a whole experience, man. I love Texas. Shout out to
I like
Texas.
Alabama like that. Birmingham did
I ain't been to Alabama yet.
Go down there. They literally, especially you from Ohio, right? I see that the big chain on you. That's the big. Yeah. How long you had that?
Shit, probably maybe a year and a half, 2 years now.
Nice. Is like a custom piece? Custom
jeweler? It's a custom. Yep.
Ohio jeweler?
No, actually Atlanta jeweler.
Yeah, we don't got we got jewelers up here like that?
Yeah, we do. It's just it was somebody that I had been, you know, kicking the shit with for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like we had already done business, so I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and make the piece.
That was nice. Take us back to the beginning, man. Where you started at? What's your inspirations, and where did the Gr8Man Gwapo first get his head knocked at and say, I'm about to do this better than this or just as well? Or
all right, so you know, coming up, like I kind of, you know, I had a troubled childhood, you know, as far as like my pops, you know, had exited out my life kind of early. So well, we could start since I bring up my pops. Like he was a drummer, so the music was already a culture in my
Oh,
household, you
that
know what I'm
rhythm.
saying? When I was born, like he had a drum set in the house, you know what I'm saying? I'd always try to run up and, you know, he told me stories. I always wanted to play the drums, I'd throw a fit. But you know, once him and my mother had decided that to go separate ways, like I ain't really accept that. You know what I'm saying? Pretty common story, you know, amongst
Yeah,
cats
yeah.
from my type of background. Like I ain't accept that, you know, so I kind of like disconnected with my mother a little bit, you know, in the process of her, you know, finding a new dude, which is she found an amazing dude, you know what I'm saying? I was just young and hard headed, so I ain't accept it.
Just didn't work out.
Ended up getting myself in, you know, running to the streets, and at a real early age, I think I was like 11. I was 10 or 11 when I started going to the little juvenile detention center, man. I just kind of stayed in and out of there and in and out of the little state youth, the YD or the DYS system. I was kind of
Yeah, I know.
in and out of
Yeah.
that. You feel me? For a long time, for real, my whole childhood, like was spent in and out of that.
Right.
Music, you know, I was always a fan of music, so that became my outlet. You know what I'm saying? I just started writing because, you know, I ain't really know how to process a lot of the feelings and thoughts that was going on within me. So I just get it out, you know, through the pen. And, you know, a lot of my peers was receptive, real receptive of it. So like, you know, they would always let me know you dope, you know what I'm saying? You should pursue it, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I was just so caught up in the cycle, you know what I'm saying, and getting out and, you know, getting back into the bull. So that was kind of my story for a minute. And it trickled into my adulthood, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
my aspirations as a musician were deterred by that for a while, you know what I'm saying? And then a couple of shit, it was 2020, man. 2020, I ended up, man, it's a crazy story, man. I wasn't taking music that serious still. I was I ended up catching COVID. You know what I'm saying? At the end of 2020, I think it was. And I ended up catching it so bad, man, that I got double pneumonia and it put me in the hospital for 2 weeks on oxygen and shit, right? So I had a lot of time to think about just everything, you know, while I was laid up in there. And one of the things that I thought about was, you know, the things that I do have a passion for that I don't give no energy, you know, I just set them to the side. And I always set music to the side because it ain't pay. I wasn't seeing no money off that. So,
Yeah.
you know, once I you know, thank God I shook back from that, you know what I'm saying? And I just took everything in my life on at 100%, you know what I'm saying, including this music thing. You know what I'm saying? Started investing in myself, started doing more, recording more, you know, moving around, networking, things of that nature. And, you know, and it ended up going in a good direction for me. It took a lot though, for real. It did take a lot because, you know, naturally you go through janky promoters, you spend a lot of money on bad advertising. You know,
Man,
they prey on the
how much of
artists,
that
you
do you
know
think you
what
did? How much of your career and life do you think was where you were misused at or just in the wrong place? Or was there ever a wrong place? Because I think when you get to the right place, all the wrong places was the right place, just not the right time.
yeah, because it's a part of the process. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Even all the walls you run into, that's something that you had to learn, you know what I'm saying? You had to
right.
learn from it. So that's how I take that, you know what I'm saying? Any dollars that I spent, you know, that cats really was just getting over and taking advantage of my miseducation. I just look at it as part of the process. You feel me? So,
And
you
that's
know,
like your
up until my
main
bad.
thing is music.
Yeah.
Okay. So that makes it, what I'm saying, an extremely important thing. So I'm pretty sure that some of them people probably done got slapped aside the head. Slap somebody aside the head because, like, I use you can see I got a little studio here, and at the end of the day, some of the people don't have nothing they take serious about rap. So those people got a different type of seriousness when they get serious about something. And you know, it seemed like you kind of had like almost like the Mike Tyson journey, as I want to call it, in the rap game. as far as like you came in like, you know, mad, young age, and you was trying to, 'cause I know Mike Tyson got his bike stolen and he wanted to beat on somebody and he ended up in the gym. It kind of sounded like, being, I think even younger, you was 10 years old in DHS, you said?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I was when I was 10. That's when I first started catching like my little juvenile charges, and I'll be in a little regular local detention center. You know what I'm saying? Then I ended up.
Yeah,
I think I was like 13. I ended up going to the DYS, which was the state facilities, like
that's
the prison
serious,
for
bro. You
youth.
done did something then. You
Yeah, I
know
was.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
I was. I was just
I done
running
did some
blind,
young.
man.
I'm
Running
from
blind. You
Youngstown,
hear
so
me? You
I'm
said you from Youngstown?
yeah, I'm from the Yo.
Oh
So
yeah, I rock with the yo, man. I rock,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I
I done
got
got
some. I got some homies from the yo, for real. I rock with the yo, tough.
yeah, some down there. I gotta, we it's some mess in the Youngstown, man. It's some mess out
Yeah,
there. You
yeah,
wouldn't get into it,
yeah. I already know. I already know. But that's
So,
anywhere. If you're looking for it, it's everywhere. But it's
what's the
definitely
messiest city
it's
you've been
definitely
in?
some good solid guys down there. I know that for sure.
Okay. What city you done been in so far, like on your tour, just moving around, that you seen that it was like, this is gonna get me in trouble here. Good
Baltimore,
trouble, bad trouble. Well, be
Baltimore.
more careful.
Yeah,
Makes
yeah.
sense.
I had a blast. I ain't gonna lie, but I also could tell like, yeah, this one of them ones where you
More.
gotta, just be a little bit more, on your
Keep your head
shit.
on the
You feel me?
swivel.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah, I've been down there.
I done been everywhere. LA, that that's of course, you gotta, move right out there. It's
Oh
all
yeah, I
about
didn't think LA was
knowing your
dangerous.
surroundings. Huh?
Oh yeah, you know what? Yes, it is. I forgot about the little LA gangs, but I always get into the glit and glamour and the sparkles of it, and forget that it's hammers out there, and you
Hell
know what
yeah.
I mean.
Hell yeah. That's just a little
They, so they
facade of
structure with
LA.
all this talking with their hands, and
Yeah. No,
yeah,
yeah,
they
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 get
do
busy
violence.
out there. But I love LA too. LA been good to me. For sure.
And you live in Ohio now, right?
Yeah, yeah. All my life I've lived in Ohio.
You don't plan on leaving?
Yeah, I definitely do. Only thing that's really holding me back at the moment is family. You know what I'm saying? I got kids. I want them to at least, do most of their schooling. They got their little friends out here and stuff. So, they got their peers. I'm gonna let them do most of their schooling out here. Then we're gonna go ahead and slide. But yeah, I've been in
Do they
Ohio
play a
my whole
role?
life. Huh?
They play a role in your music career, your children, or
Hell yeah, my kids play a big role in my music career because they've always known I was into music. Even when I wasn't taking it serious, and they used to just be like, "Dad, you so good. You know what I'm saying? You should be doing this for real. You better than a lot of these cats we listen to." And I'm like, "Yeah." So they definitely motivate me. You know what I'm saying?
what
For
about
sure.
like who you think is your biggest supporter right now and like biggest inspiration that is currently helping you push towards where you're going in this goal and this journey?
Oh, that's easy. My lady is my biggest supporter, hands
So
down.
you do
Like,
have like a partner,
yeah,
actual
yeah.
like significant other.
Yeah, and she really highly supportive of everything. She see the potential of how life changing this can be for us. So she's heavy on the support. We got kids, so like they need that routine. They need that structure. And when me being on the
Right.
road and running around, half the year, like she holds it down. She keeps everything. She keep the boat afloat for real.
How long you she been around helping you keep
So
everything going?
we celebrating our 5 years today.
5 years.
Yeah.
So she was just she. So when you met her, you was already kind of like having a little bit of movement going and kind of like
Nah, nah. Actually, I was a knucklehead when I first met her, and she had stepped away from me. Like hell, no, I was just too wild. She wasn't for it. We probably
okay,
met.
okay.
We probably met. I don't know. It was about 10 years ago, but you know that.
Oh, so y'all knew each other and then
Yeah, we knew each other
oh,
already. You know what I'm saying? I was just in a different mind state then. She wasn't trying to deal with all that.
so 10 years ago you already knew you wanted to rap and you wanted her.
I guess in my subconscious.
Like, you know,
I just
sometimes
ain't take
our
I ain't
mind
take
just
neither one of them serious as I should have then though. You hear me?
right. You know, some of us do that, man. You know, some of us men just it just take us a while to understand. Okay, you look back and see our feet in the sand, our footprints, and then know that okay, that's this direction is the wrong way that I'm walking. And then you
Yeah,
kind of realize what matters the most. So like, you know, and we also kind of beat ourselves up about it, but it's just a part of being us being.
yeah,
And when you realize it, you realize what they say about, oh yeah, women mature faster. No, they really don't. Because I know some immature women that's mature,
yeah,
but
for sure.
they make their mind up sometimes faster and go what they where they're gonna go before us, and we do that later on. So you know, it's
Hmm.
nothing to really be. You know, I'm just saying that because I know myself. Literally, I'm just like I started my own T-shirt business and stuff just in the last year and everything. I made this shirt, and it kind of almost explains what I'm talking about. You know, you make your
Oh yeah,
mind up, and you know you still got the role with the female. This might be the way you going. You know, it might not. You know, but it's our choice to go. You know,
facts.
so you said you 13 years old. That's you know you ended up in the DYS. That's a young. That's not a youngster. That's the Ohio.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. That's like yeah, they all over Ohio. I don't know how they do it now. It's been a minute, but
as a youngin, how did music affect you inside there? Like, did you know? Because I was 13 years old, 10. You know, I was freestyling everywhere. Like I literally was just going getting into Warren, Ohio, actually, and Youngstown and Warren don't get along that well. So I had to like rap my way to friends, rap my way into making friends. You know, and it made me enemies because people wanted to battle rap,
yeah,
and I had to battle rap, and I won a few, and that led me to a few fights because people don't like to be embarrassed.
yeah, yeah,
And have you ever battle rapped anyone or had any type of battle
yeah,
rap or what kind of?
yeah. We used to do the little battle raps in the little juvenile detention spots. We used to have them
So
like
yeah,
at
that's like
rec.
so I'm right. Then I kind of figured I'm like you had to be in there like getting W's.
Yeah, nah, yeah, nah, yeah. I ain't gonna lie though. I can only remember one person beating me. You know what I'm saying? Doing that, man. Yeah,
And
I
then
can.
you know I see how you looked over there because they beat them ones that you never let go, and it be a line though. I bet you ain't forget the line he said to you.
You said what?
I bet you ain't forget the line he said to you.
Nah, man, I can't remember. I definitely can't remember. My brain,
Oh, okay,
I, I,
okay.
yeah, my brain cells ain't all the way 100%. You hear me? I can't remember the little details like that. That was a
Right,
little
right.
me.
I remember, you know, being in battle raps and the ones that I feel like had got me. I just remember what they said to me, and I was like, "Dang, he was clever. That was a good one." You know what I mean? Like, where was his mind at when he said that type junk? I was
Right? How
listening
you
to your
come up
music
with
a
that?
second ago, and I'm like, "But he got lyrics." You know what I mean? You got some lyrics, man. You know what I'm saying? And you got a nice sound in your voice too. You know,
Thank you, bro.
I think that matters a lot now. Like just the real, like the sound, especially if you a bigger guy. I can't stand the bigger people with
With the squeaky
small voice.
voice.
That's small. It may sound like a little guy, like you big, and you got auto tuner on, and you like, no, man. Like come
Yeah.
big if you big. You know what I mean?
Or the song be hard, and then you see the video or something, or you see his little TikToks, and you be like, man, you finally get to put the face to him and don't even match.
It's gonna be the person that you thought it was at all.
Yeah, yeah,
I see you rock with LaJuan though.
yeah, yeah. I rock with Lawan. Big shout out to Lawan Films, man.
LaJuan Films, those definitely. That's my
Yeah,
homie. He's so hard to get an interview, you know.
yeah,
You
yeah, for
know.
sure. Yeah, I was fortunate to be able to work with him. Yeah, just a few months back, we did a little mic drop at. It was actually at one of Drew Lloyd and Dre Day
Oh, shout
events.
out to Drew Lloyd. Shout out
Yeah,
to Drew Lloyd.
big shout out to them in the OEAs, man. Them boys doing big
Most
things.
definitely shout out to Drew Lloyd because you know, he's just doing whatever he can to make sure that people know Cleveland got a lot going on and they're important. I even think me and him was working on something in the boxing world, trying to get something there's a lot of Golden Glove boxers up here. They have exhibits and all types of stuff on West 25th, over at the
Hmm.
police little spot, you know. So yeah, definitely shouts out to him. But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. You ain't cut me off, man. Shit, I said what I had
Oh,
to say,
okay.
but yeah, big shout out to them though. They doing big things for Ohio, period. You know what I'm saying? Not just Cleveland and Akron. You feel me? They doing it for the whole state, man. I love
Yeah.
that. All the city set tripping and shit, like the division and shit, like that ain't where it's at for real. Like if we all come together, you know what I'm saying? All the hard hitters, all the ones that's making good music come together out of here, man, we really can make some noise in the industry. You know what I'm saying? It don't gotta be just one nigga. You feel me? Like
Right.
look at Atlanta. I know this is a conversation that comes up all the time, man. Like look at Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Them boys come together. Better yet, look at Texas, because Atlanta,
Hey, look
that's
at
a city.
Cali.
Yeah, look at
People
Cali. Like
underrate Cali too.
all them niggas, they be from different cities and they all come together, man, and do shit. You know what I'm saying? And it really is impactful on the industry. They leave
Yeah.
their footprint as a whole.
A lot of these people don't realize that their neighborhoods even show love. Like my child's mother lives in Cali, and she told me once that all of the Cali rappers and like the people in their neighborhoods listen to their local rappers. That's all you're gonna hear, whatever street you on and whatever rapper live on it. And that's why they blow up out there. And
Yeah,
their music comes up out here because it's so much local support and it just
yeah,
gets bigger and bigger and wider. But we kind of in Ohio, we kind of, it's like Bone, Machine Gun Kelly, and then like 10, 11 people that kind of like, break through, the little like the stuff and come out with some music. And, most of the time when you go to the club, they're going to play the popular music and not the good music. I noticed that.
facts.
I'm a
Yeah,
DJ as well. So, you know, I'm usually in the bar and I'm like, they playing. I can almost tell you what's gonna come on. I don't want to say it, but it's
yeah.
not people from here. You're gonna hear a bunch
Nah,
of Detroit,
they playing that top 10 shit. They playing that type shit.
right? And sometimes not even that, just the top 100 popular from the last 10 years. Just like even some old stuff. Like, and I'm like, I came on air back in 2019 at No Static Radio to become a local DJ, just local music. That was my whole plan to bring a presence of just a beacon for people to send local music to me and play it on the air. And it's hard. It's hard to get people to even show love to themselves here if it ain't worth their own time. So like that's why I shout out used to Andrew Lloyd, Luan and all them because like you know they when it makes sense, they show up, and I
Yeah,
appreciate you as well. And I know for sure you got a team of people that you know what I'm saying, like what all helped you build yourself up? Is there any people that was there aiding you to this? Because I know it's hard to
yeah, for
literally
sure. It's
stay
hard.
focused.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, bro, when I decided to take this shit serious, like, I knew the music was good already, you know what I'm saying? But it was still like a disconnect low key, like just because I was, messing with the wrong people. Your network is everything, you know what I'm saying? Like it's everything. So really what was really key in how well my year ended up, playing out last year and the things that happened for me was all right. So I told you, I dealt with a lot of bad, just spent a lot of money on bullshit. So I ended
Right,
up,
right.
I ended up reaching out to my engineer, who's really tapped in. He's really tapped into a lot in the city in Cleveland. And shout out to Josh Monis at Top of the World. And
Right, yeah, definitely. He dope.
yeah, that's my guy right there. And he actually from my actual hometown. I'm actually from Ashtabula, Ohio. It's a
Oh,
little city.
okay.
Yeah, it's a little city like about
I'm hip.
45
I'm
minutes
from
from Cleveland.
Youngstown. It's, you
Yeah, it's
know,
right. Yeah, right outside of Youngstown too. Another 45 minutes. So,
that's where
uh,
all the good girls from Youngstown moved away from when you was like, oh, don't go. I'm going to Ashtabula.
I don't know what they going up there for. It ain't no better.
I used to wonder. I've never been there, honestly.
Nah, yeah, it's just a little itty bitty city. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of drugs and things of that nature going on there. So,
Okay.
all right. So let me get back to it though. So, how I yeah, so Josh ended up plugging me in with Hef, Big Hef, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him as well.
Yeah.
We ended up, meeting up, having to sit down at Top of the World, and I played some music, we discussed my goals, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of on and popping from there for real. He loved the music,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? So he kind of helped me put the pieces together of people the key people in the city that I should be networking with, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't know, what to do for real. I just had some money and was willing to invest in myself, but I ain't, know the right places to
Right.
put myself. So,
And that's capital structure, right?
yeah, Hef is capital structure. I'm not signed to capital structure though. I'm independent. I'm 440 Fahrenheit. That's actually my company. Uh,
Okay. Well,
so,
pretty fair. I never heard of that.
yeah, no, I just started it.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, that's pretty much what did it for me, you know what I'm saying? And then, I got linked up with Tyra, all type of people. DJ Easy Banks, shout out to him, you know what I'm saying? He be spinning our
Okay.
shit in the
Okay.
strip clubs. Uh Man, it's too many people to shout out for real, you know what I'm saying? But
It's a
I'm
lot.
still trying to build a team, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Right.
these is my people, but you know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to, like, I don't have no manager, you know what I'm saying? I'm still self-managed, everything for real. Yeah. Yep.
Wow. I would
Yep.
never
Yep.
imagine that. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And what do you find that the benefits of having one compared to not having one right now, as far as your career, as
So
far as being you?
the less I have to focus on outside of being an artist. You feel me?
Okay.
Because artists already have. Now being an artist, you have to be a content creator. I'm still trying to
Right.
get used to that shit. You have to be a content creator, man.
Man,
I'm
listen.
still getting used to that. So like just I need to be able to focus on making the music and creating the content, man. Instead of
That's
worrying
funny.
about instead of worrying about what shows to take on, what shows is worth taking on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Somebody who's a guru as smart as that. Have
yeah,
you
yeah.
seen anybody out here that you feel like would be that person as a manager, as a
Nah, for
potential?
real, like something that I was told early in my career that I kind of is kind of stuck to me is the right manager will find you. You don't go looking for them. You know what I'm
True.
saying? Because they gonna see what they can do for you, and they're gonna see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't know how to shop. I don't even know if manager shopping is a
Yeah.
thing. Feel me? But
I got a manager. He found me, so I think I agree with that. We kept bumping into each other because I'm a musician. I'm an artist, and that's why
mhm.
I resonate with what you just said because this is my content. You know, this is everything else, and a lot of people don't even know me for the music because I put it so far back, and I usually try to absorb what people are interested in and make myself more useful than to try to insert myself, and it's kind of got me further than my music. So you know, um, now it's kind of hard to even pull it to the forefront because I got an album that's about to come out. And speaking of, because I'm not going to go into all that, as far as your music and your beats, like, um, how does that process work for you? Is this something that you a musician, or you just like you composer, or you just write lyrics?
Yeah, what's funny? I actually used to produce too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, once I decided to be serious as an artist, though, I fell back from that because it was just taking up too much time. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the type of producer that I might mess around and take 8 hours on one beat. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like a perfectionist with that shit. So I'm like, man, I can't do
it took
both,
me
man.
weeks on some beats, man. It took me months. It's almost a half a year on one beat, man. I get it.
Yeah. So yeah, my process now, man, is I have a lot of people that reach out to me with their beats and stuff like that. So I'll just have, times, during the week where I got some downtime, or even when I'm in traffic, if I got a long drive, you know what I'm saying? I'll cycle through them, see what I'm feeling, see what I ain't feeling, and then I'll just collect the ones that I really like and come back to them when it's time to start writing. You know what I'm saying? And then that's my
Okay, so
process.
does that actually give you like when you picking through your beats, are you thinking emotional or like, well, pretty much what I'm saying is like as a rapper, or as an artist, entertainer, have you chose um the your personal persona uh to be the way that what you're going to rap about more, or is it like a political view, a point of view, the pain you got,
Yeah,
or I
it's
hear
a lot. It's a
it's a
lot from
mixture.
experience. You feel me? It's a lot from experience. So a lot of people might say that I got, I'm kind of in the pain
I
wave.
heard some of the stuff you were saying, and it sounded like you telling people why you are how you are. Probably
Facts,
never had a chance to tell people
facts.
how you feel. It sounds like, and you probably don't plan on it no more. It sounds like if you want to know how I am, listen to my music because I ain't gonna tell you nothing no more.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I always express myself better through music for some reason. It's just the combination of the feeling that you're gonna get from whatever beat I choose, whatever my beat selection is. The feeling of what I'm about to talk about is also emanating from the instrumental. So it's just a
right.
better way. It's a better way for me to be expressive. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you hit it on the nose when you said, you probably won't hear me talk about it outside of the song because yeah, 9 times out of 10, we're not gonna have that conversation. You feel me? Like unless it's an interview and you dig, you ask the right questions.
You actually pushing for it.
I
Yeah.
ain't no close. I ain't no closed book. You know what I'm saying? But as far as just in everyday conversation, yeah, majority of the things that I say in my music pertaining to like the pain, that I've went through and how it's molded me, yeah, I express it way more in my music.
So is it music that you got emotions for? Like, let's say, because I know me personally, I got certain music that I listen to for how I feel. So certain days I got a different favorite song that I had yesterday. Or you got a song for sure that you like, hey, this is a song I'm speaking what I really feel like on forever. Like this is who I am on a
One
regular day
song that expresses me as a whole,
that you did.
I, I ain't gave that one yet.
Or it's a whole body of work explains you in different settings.
I think to answer that question, as I keep going, I'm giving them piece by piece. You feel me? Like
The
as I
update.
keep, yeah, it's like as I keep going, I'm giving you piece by piece. Cause for real, I really do got a hell of a story for real. Like, I've been through a lot of crazy things. I've done a lot of crazy things. Um,
Do
some
you
of it
tell
I can
the
talk
story
about.
on your music? The
Yeah, I do.
storytelling going on?
Uh, yeah, I've been doing a little bit of that. Yeah, I've been doing some storytelling, man. I have quite a bit of unreleased stuff, you know what I'm saying, that I'm about to roll out this year. So I'm kind of about to go crazy on my singles. Uh, I put out a body of work last year, with the tour. I put out an EP, and then I think but before that I was on my single run. So I think, well, I know this year I'm going back on my single run, and I'm trying to beat this thing they call the algorithm, man, because that motherfucker is
Yeah,
frustrating, bro.
it definitely is. And for that reason, I need you to tell me what's the name of that EP and your main songs for last year that you feel like were the most productive.
So my main song off the EP was titled "Better Late Than Never." That came out at the end of summer last year, and the main title on that song on that EP was "The Going Legend." That was my lead single, man. Going Legend, low key did all right too, for real. I'm still pushing that song.
Okay, that's the one I
Like
might have
that's
to push for you too.
yeah, that's one of them ones for real. Like it's just so universal. You know what I'm saying?
You got features on your any features lately?
Yeah, actually, I got some features on unreleased songs. I got a song with Kid, you know what I'm saying, from Young Money
Okay,
G
okay.
Unit. Let me see. Going Legend remix. I had to dub back with a remix because of the song title, and it deserves a legend to be on it, an actual legend. So I'm not gonna spill the beans on who the legend is, but be on the
So I was
lookout.
waiting. I was
Yeah,
holding on like, ooh.
yeah, be on the lookout for that. Like very, very soon, that'll be dropping. Going Legend remix with a feature.
Okay,
What else we got?
we got
Yeah, I
y'all in
mean,
suspense now. I love it. Thank you.
I got a song coming with my man's Conjure. If y'all not hip to Conjure, from Pontiac, Michigan. Let me tell y'all, man, this cat is on his own wave for real. Like, check him out, man. He's a dog. Like, it take a lot for me. Like, it take a lot for me to like. I'll acknowledge good talent, but like just for my taste, it ain't a whole lot of it in the industry.
What song you like of his?
I'll just give you his main single right now. It's called Can't Lie by Conjure. Yeah. Big shout out to the homie though. That's my dog. I met him at an industry mixer, one of Hef's events in Detroit. This was probably like 6 months ago. And you know, me and him just kind of been rocking tough. So yeah, I got something coming with him. Crazy, crazy song.
Yeah, you definitely on point, man. If Hef got you out here like that, man, Hef, he's a serious man. He looked at me one time and it was like he looked like right through my soul. I felt like I shrunk. I was like, hi.
Nah, Hef actually, he's super. I be looking like sometimes like, man, Hef is too smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like he just let his actions speak. You know what I'm saying? Like he just cool, laid back as hell. You know what I'm saying? I rock with Hef, man. Big shout out to him, man. Real cool cat, man.
The whole organization seemed to have been really cool and just, you know, really nice to me as well. So I definitely enjoy everything they involved me in. So I was gonna ask you, um, as far as, you know, looking at where you made it to now, um, and how music has changed, so as far as like, okay, back how old are you? I mean, am I allowed to ask that?
Yeah, I'm 37.
So we the same age. Exactly.
Yeah.
What's your birthday?
October 17th.
Okay, Libra.
Yeah, big Libra gang.
Definitely. You know, so you get in you there because Libras are just musicians and just good at just being musical people. Period. You know, and you play any instrument?
Nope, electronic. I told you I
Electronic?
did beats. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay.
know how to, you know, I could play the keyboard, you know, stuff like that. But nah, not no like I'm not a good drummer or guitar or nothing like that. So I don't consider myself an instrument
I
player.
got all this stuff here: drums, guitar, everything. You know, I
I
used to rap.
see it.
You know, but I was gonna say, as far as you see how um like from the 90s, 80s. I know you probably seen small bit of the 80s like as much as I did, up to now. How do you think the process affected you as an artist as far as how much technology has changed to when you made your mind to first start doing this? It wasn't was there internet involved in the world yet? Because it wasn't for me. And it was always a different understanding of how I would become it was really a bigger disadvantage back in the day.
Yeah,
But you think
yeah, it
did you have
was.
your mind made up back then when the disadvantage was there?
No, I didn't have my mind made up for a long time because, you know, I always just chose the streets over the music. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
did
Like,
remember you saying that.
yeah, so like you know, I kind of played with myself, you know what I'm saying, when it came to that. But speaking just from knowing, you know, how how much easier internet has made things, like it has, but in a way it kind of diluted things, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
You did. It very much did. Because the having 10 important rappers back in the day was like, but now it's a million rappers.
Yeah.
So,
And they
you
all can,
know,
you know, they all got the screen, you know, you jump on IG and, you know, every 10 posts you see in a, a advertisement, you know, somebody did a paid ad, you know, so it's helpful, you know, but at the same time, it's like now the culture has changed so much that it's like kind of watered down to me, you know what I'm saying? As far as like the authenticity of where the music comes from a lot of times, you know what I'm saying?
right.
Everybody's got to, you know, it's a highlight reel. You know, I heard that saying before, man. The internet, you know, social media is a highlight reel, and that's all you see. So it's like they talk about the pain and stuff, but you know, all you see is rich nigga shit. You feel me? And it just be, you
Right.
know, it be momentary. Like you had a good night, but the only thing you posting is the good times. You ain't talking about, you know.
Nothing real. And
Nothing
you
real.
just brought me right to the perfect place where I was going. The next question I was going to ask you. I was thinking my transition for it, but that was perfect because I was going to ask you 10 years from now. The effect that you plan on having on the music game.
I want to be able to do. That's a great question. And this is the definition of success of what I'm doing to me. You know what I'm saying? Financial freedom, obviously, that's something that I, want, but that doesn't have to be acquired through music. Would I love it to
Right.
be acquired? Would I love it to be acquired through music? Yeah, because I love, I got a passion for this. But the definition of success to me would be being able to do for others what has been done for me as far as opening doors. I want to be able to open doors for somebody like myself or a young homie who, you know what I'm saying, has a passion, really is serious about this and wants to do it and be successful with it. If I can put somebody in position, if I have the power to put somebody in position to do that, then that means I'm successful. That's what it is
Okay.
for me.
So you want to have your what's that 40? You said 44 in Fahrenheit or
440
sorry if I got
Fahrenheit.
440 Fahrenheit. So you want to have it like you want to be like the hef in that situation in that company and be able to be like, okay, you got something we can work with. You know what I mean? 10 years from now.
And I want to help kids. I want to help disadvantaged youth. Like
Beautiful.
my name is Yop. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody called me Yop before it was ever a Guapo, right? So
Okay, okay.
I wanna start a youth offender prevention program, the acronym for Yop. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
And just give
okay.
them like a rec center with programming, things to deter them from, you know what I'm saying, jumping into the streets just because they see, you know what I'm saying, a couple cats getting a couple dollars out there and they want,
Yeah.
you know, like they need that. The kids need
Somewhere to go when
direction.
they got that stepdaddy they don't like.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
Real shit. That's much
Somewhere
love,
else,
bro.
somewhere else
I
they
was
can get
born.
direction.
I was born. My mama was married. My mom was married when I was born to somebody else immediately. I think it was a little anger thing. I don't know, but she got beat for 10 years. So I hated my stepdad. You know what I mean? Completely. Like he was my mom was married. So I can understand when you said that I resonated with, and a lot of us a lot of us boys really get pushed off as little boys. We get pushed, our issues get pushed off and deal with until we get grown, and then we got to
Yeah,
deal with our second childhood, which is our adulthood.
yeah.
That's how I look at it.
No, yeah,
So
that's facts.
right, and it's crazy that you said that because it just perfectly brought me to my next question I was going to have. We're looking at who you are now as the man you are now, and going back and sitting right next to that kid and having this conversation, preparing him for life or just anything. Like, what would you tell the younger you? I mean, I don't even know which age, but like, what ages do
Man,
you think it would even be more important for you to go back and talk to you at first, and then what would you tell yourself? Strong question, right?
man, yeah, man, because I mean,
What
I
do you
was
think you
always,
need yourself at the most? The man that you are, what do you think that you are right now would be the most important of your life to go back to and stop yourself and tell you, hey, even if because right now I feel like it feels like everything mattered to get to you where you at now, and without changing the course of where you at now, you got here. What would you tell yourself to make you feel better about all
man, I really feel like the course of where I'm at now, was stalled out. So yeah, I respect the process, but the process could have been better and smoother. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so I would have told myself, man, that a lot of
What age
things.
of that where you would have met yourself at that same explanation you just said? What age did you feel that started at? What would you tell yourself that the process would
Say
be
about
smoother
30.
at
I
that?
say about 13.
So 13, you
About,
would start off with this process would be smoother for what you want.
yeah, if you gotta separate yourself from cats that you know what I'm saying. Like when you a child, you just heavily influenced. You're so influential. You know what I'm saying? And I allowed the wrong things to influence me and influenced my desires, you know what I'm saying, of what I wanted out of life. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, no 13-year-old knows what they want out of life for real. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
you see these cats with all this bread, all this money, and you see that, you know, them living carefree. It looks carefree because you only seeing the good shit until they
Right.
disappear
Right.
for 5, 6 years, you know. But man, I would just tell myself that it ain't worth it. And it's crazy because, you know, I was told all that, you know what I'm saying, when I was young. You know, I was told that this ain't worth it, that ain't worth it. But hearing it from the future version of myself would be more impactful because, you know what I'm saying, that's just, you know, it's unrealistic, but at the same time,
Right.
that's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? I would say everything that all the positive people that tried to interfere with the path I was on was saying to me. I would have, you know, said it to myself as myself, man.
That's
And I probably
crazy.
took heed to that, man.
That's crazy, man. That's almost like going back to yourself and saying, they was right. You know, the
It's
old you would be
Like some Matrix
like
type shit.
you mean.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and also like, you know, it's the texture of delivering it to your old self. Of course, being yourself has to affect some people. You know, I was watching. This is probably the dumbest acknowledgement I can bring up, but it's accurate. I was watching South Park and I seen Cartman call himself to tell himself about not burying himself in the snow so he wouldn't die, and he went off on himself. He was like, "Are you spying on me? How you know all that?" And I'd be thinking about if I called myself from the future, would I be like that? You know what I mean? So much into me, I'd just be like, bro, who is you? You bugging, you know? But
Hmm.
you know, I came to a point where I feel like everything was necessary. You know, I used to think that, you know, I'm at a point now where I used to look at the devil and God and be like, you know, it's a blessing or it's a lesson. But now I'm starting to realize that I think sometimes God, the devil is God's laughter. Like it's just his way of saying you failed the test because every test, every teacher has to be a good deceiver to see if you learn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm starting to pick apart in my life the deceptive moments of being a moment of the devil or God teaching me something. Because I noticed that most of the things I didn't like in life, I was led to the ledge of my understanding, not the ledge of my choice to become that. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, you didn't like that? Well, now you at the ledge of nothing changing. You make your decision. You can be that or be above it. And you know, I see a lot of people who don't like stuff become that because God got a way of walking you to that ledge of that cliff. And I see, you know, it seemed like you done been to those cliffs probably and was like, not me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You ever had any of those moments?
Um, yeah, man. I mean, I just for real, I just I had a lot of crazy moments from foolish decisions, you know what I'm saying, where I just was like, and it's like right when the when things went left, you know what I'm saying, and you know the outcome was the outcome. It's like I didn't know, you know, I knew that this was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I knew what I knew what I signed up for, man. So
Right.
I didn't put the blame on nobody except myself. You know what I'm saying? And I just took my lick. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you just kick yourself in the ass. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you knew. You know what I'm saying? You knew that this could have been the outcome. So you know, it is what it
Yeah, you
is.
got that Libra mind frame, well balanced. You understand justice for your own self, and you
Yeah,
know for whatever you do.
you gotta be accountable. Gotta hold
Most
yourself
definitely.
accountable. That's one
And
thing I will
that
say. That's one thing I will say though. Even you know what I'm saying, when I was in my knucklehead stages in my life, like I always took the weight of my own problems. You feel me?
you just took. I don't even gotta ask the question I was gonna ask. I was about to say, when did I start? Because you know, that's a good quality, and it took a while for me. It took me about 30 years old to get that understanding.
It's
So,
even heavier once you got kids.
yeah, I do. I raised some of my sister's kids too. You know, I got a sister who, you know, she went missing and stuff. She was, you know, the kids were grown before she was murdered, but yeah, I did that kind of helped me get an advantage. Was you know helping a young man become a man, and hearing you say things
Big
to them that made
responsibility.
sense, and it's like coming back at you like. I'm not even doing that. So like, a lot of men don't get a chance to do that. Like my own son, I'm being robbed from not being able to raise him. My kid's mom just won't let me raise him. So like, we don't get to reach the understandings because of that sometimes, the disadvantage.
Yeah,
But some of us go find that understanding and become who we need to be, so thank God I did.
yeah, for sure, man. I always hate to hear that. You know what I'm saying? When baby fathers and baby moms be having such a wedge in between
Conflict.
yeah, to where they can't. That's unfortunate,
Yeah.
man. And my prayers is in the air for you that changes. You know what I'm saying?
I thank you, bro, because with our childhood understandings of how things are, we want to make sure that that was never something that we planned on doing. Of course, and so I'm guessing is there any hindrance saying that correctly? Anything
Yeah,
hindering
hindrance.
anything hindering you in that type of aspect emotionally that that you push through that you might go deliver music, deliver to music to deal with this kind of issues? Because send me that stuff.
Nah, man. You know what? I might express frustrations over. I mean, my situation is a little different. Which like I said, if you ask the right question, I open up about it. No problem.
Right,
Um,
right.
I have custody of my kids, but it's only because their mother. I ended up going away a few years of their life. I was gone, and their mother had got addicted to drugs while I was locked up. So when I came home, I had to kind of hurry up. Thank God her sister helped me. I had to hurry up and get shit together and catch them before they landed in the system and shit. So
Amen.
yeah, that's rough. You know what I'm saying? And she's still not a part of their life. As of right now. Hopefully she'll shake that off one day and things will change. But uh, yeah, I do express my frustrations about that in particular. You know,
In
I'm
music.
definitely I definitely check out eventually. It's on the EP, the Better Late
I'm
Than Never
close to
EP.
man, because like I said, my nephews and them, they grew up without their mother, and then she was murdered, and you know, that's something that people can. We looking for that type of music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. That's one thing I say, man. I try to keep shit as authentic as possible, man, because I know, what I'm saying, like sometimes I need to hear certain shit from music, you know what I'm saying? So I like listening to artists that keep it, speak from life experiences,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Or at least make it sound like it's from life experiences, you know what I'm saying? Or where I can identify with that. So yeah, that's a big thing for me when somebody says that my song that they connected with it or they really felt it, and I can hear from what they saying that they really felt that song, man. Sometimes that mean more to me than streams or any of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Definitely. That's the
That's what
medicine,
I
man.
do
When
it
you
for
put that
because
aid out.
it's coming from that for me. It's coming from my chest. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I
Right.
definitely.
Yeah, I've already resonated with the couple of tracks I was listening to here. Tend to Win. Just a few more
Mm.
up here, man. Some you got one called Spinner or some. Let me go back and play them. Yes, Fam, FAMM.
Oh yeah, yeah, FAMM. That was like one of my shit talking songs, low key.
Yeah, I like that, man. That
Yeah,
track right there had it. You was hollering. That's what I was saying. You was spitting, man. You got some bars,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
So
Thank
you said now as far as you brought up other artists and stuff like that, and what you like. Is there anybody in the industry that you would like to collab with
Oh
that you have
yeah,
an interest in?
off top, man. I get so many comparisons like that. We have a similar style that I would have to say Gates, man. Kevin Gates, man.
Kevin Gates. I was
Yeah,
thinking
just
that when I heard you, I was like, he sounded like Gates a little bit,
and
but
that
I didn't
that
want to say that. But you said it.
no, it's all right. It's all right. No, at first, like when I first started really releasing music, like on the serious side, people would say that, you know what I'm saying? At first I didn't know how to take it. I'm like, damn, should I switch? You know, should I like try to like change my style? You know,
sound like Gates when you regularly talk though. I just caught
yeah,
on.
so yeah, exactly, and that's like what I had to understand was it wasn't, you know, it wasn't like I was necessarily trying to sound
No, you sound
like
like him.
Kevin Gates. You know what I'm saying? We have a similar cadence and a similar voice. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? But
that's
you know what I'm saying?
that's the
I
gospel
do
thing.
experiment.
I
I
get it.
do experiment a lot now though to try to like, because I don't want people to, you know, confuse our brands. You feel me?
Right, right.
He already has such a big fan base and a brand identity that I don't want, you know, my brand to be misidentified. You feel me? So
Man,
I'm working
Kevin
on, you
Gates
know,
has the hardest bars to try to smash.
yeah, yeah,
It's so hard to smash. You be over there for 10 hours, they dancing in front of the TV, want you to hear every song they like. So if you get if you got that Kevin Gates swag, you got a bunch of females in the headlock.
facts,
Definitely.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's dope. But what about any like up and coming artists that you would pull into the limelight right now that you feel like no one know about
I
that you would
mentioned
work
him.
with?
I mentioned him. That Contra out of Michigan.
Chandra,
Yeah, Michigan. Man,
you haven't done music with him
dude a
yet?
star. He a star for real, man. He got it.
Okay, and you say you
Got
haven't
it.
done the music with him?
No, we got a collab in the works right now.
Oh, so you
Yeah,
already done? Okay, okay. I know you excited about that one.
yeah, for sure, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I got some homies. I got some other homies that's real nice, man. Max Payne the Great. You know what I'm saying? He be moving around a little bit through Cleveland, so you know it's people that's familiar with him. He's had his music played on 107.9 and stuff. That's my guy though.
That's what I'm
I actually got some songs with him on YouTube and shit. Um, yeah, I mean
it's, it's,
I know a lot of underground, you know, nice artists for real.
who's your biggest feature that you on, like anybody else's project besides your actual own?
Man, for real, I didn't even do a lot of features when I first started making music.
Okay,
Yeah, I just was, you know, wanting to build up my, you know what I'm saying, my
right.
presence. So I didn't
And
really
that's
focus. Yeah, I
a
didn't
good thing.
focus on features. I'm just now starting to make my rounds on features. Like I've been going crazy on making songs that I can do, you know, have people feature on, and I'm jumping on other people's songs now.
Man, I know some artists, bro. I'm gonna say this because this might be cause some controversy in the interview, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I know artists that got a lot of features, a lot of major artists, and don't nobody know who they. Why? Because they didn't take a chance. They thought getting on their song, getting these people on their song was gonna make them important, and it
Mm-mm.
just didn't work. So everyone thinks getting a feature is gonna make them somebody when all that's gonna do is have people call your song the name of that artist. Oh, the song
Facts.
with Young Jock, the song with Gorilla, the song with you know what I mean, Gr8Man Gwapo, the song with Gucci Man song. Your song gonna be called Gucci Man
It's
song.
still his song. Yeah, it's still his song.
Yeah.
You know
So
what someone said to me some time ago that stuck with me regarding exactly what you was talking about. They said stop trying to pay the people you want to be like for verses and to get on their songs and start creating that person within yourself. Start building up yourself to be that person. You feel me?
wow,
Build
thought
yourself
about
up
it
to
like
be
that.
the build yourself build yourself up to be the guy that they want to, you know, come to you for the features, or, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. That's just a better way to, you know, drive your career is what I was told. So it stuck with me, and that's why I kind of steered away from features and shit for a while.
Definitely. So I know that I got you here for a while. We're gonna get to the wrapping it up questions here. Right now in the world, a bunch of different social issues and whatever the case is. If there was
Yeah.
anything that you feel like was a perfect ideal place, what change do you feel like you can make to make that this world that?
That's a good ass question.
I
What
just made it up.
what would I do to, man? I mean, it starts with the youth. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah, because you got a microphone. When you put a microphone to your mouth, you get one of these, you become a leader. So I feel like all people who do this is a leader in some way. So
Yeah,
like,
one thing that I'm big on speaking against right now with my platform, man, is idolizing all the gun violence in the music. You know what I'm saying?
okay, okay.
We
So they're
just
not
for
getting
real,
all
we
that
just breathing,
Draco S and N in your music.
we just breathing life into the dragon, you know what I'm saying? Like we just
Right.
keeping it alive, you know what I'm saying? We idolizing that and we programming our youth, you know what I'm saying? Music, you know what I'm saying? Youth just soak this shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everything that we, especially the cats that got the big platforms, like I just wish it was more integrity in the game. You feel me? Instead of it
Right,
all
right.
being about all being about the dollar. You know, like,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's what it is. You know, that's why there's an agenda being pushed. You know what I'm saying, by rap.
Entertainment.
You know, they're
Music
only
business is
signing.
part of entertainment.
They only want to sign. You know what I'm saying, a certain age bracket of young. You know, they want to keep them young because they're very easy to manipulate because they don't know a lot. And then, you know what I'm saying, they're paying them a bunch of money to talk this gun shit. Like, we know it's always going to be gun violence. It's always been gun violence. But why do we have to glorify the shit? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Every
right,
song,
right.
that's all we talking about. That's all we talking about now. I'm like, it's old, you know what I'm saying? It's just played. It's played to me, man. And I hate, I didn't have shows where, shit done erupted. And here I'll give you this real quick and keep it as short as possible. But all right, I had a show not too long ago, and a lot of the acts in the show, was talking, all that stepping, spinning, sliding, glizzy with the switch, all that shit. So some shit pop off, a fight pop off, and somebody end up getting shot up, man. Everybody's shot. Nobody can believe that this is happening, man. And I'm just like, man, I just heard
Nobody can believe.
5, 6 songs talking about this type of shit, and now you can't believe this is happening, man. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, we putting that energy out,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? We pumping that energy. The building's full of that.
Exactly. I was
It's
gonna ask you
the
that.
tone's already set. The tone's set for something like that to happen. So
That's
why is
definitely what I
we
was gonna ask you.
surprised? Why is we
Right.
shocked? You know what I'm saying?
As a rapper, how do you go to shows and feel safe and not, I was gonna ask you that because the last rap show I went to was at Captivate downtown Cleveland. And you know what Captivate is.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I
I'm
got a show there tomorrow.
man, am I invited?
Yeah, come on through. What you mean?
Definitely there. Yeah, man. I had, this they had like a literally it's gonna be safe, right? Because this story about to make you be like, whoa.
No, yeah. No, it'll be safe. It'll be
Okay.
safe.
Yeah, shouts out to Captivate and all my people down there. I love them, man. But yeah, buddy, it was people down there that was so bugged out that I don't know if they was like one dude couldn't even talk. He just was smoking his mild, dancing. It looked like he was not there. His mind was just snapped into his body. And I knew right then and there, I'm like, okay, when his boy rap, he gonna be feeling his lyrics extra hard. And then, he gonna take everybody else what they saying like it's an attack on his homeboy type job. And I felt it. And I was there with a local artist that was performing as well. And this artist was in, they're transitioning, as I should say. I'm gonna shout out Five Star Blue, because that's my homie. And so like, even dealing with being that type of artist, I was kind of like, I don't know how the crowd's gonna pop off, and I gotta watch everything in the aspect of what can be offensive to certain people, colors, you know, gender, orientation, whatever, anything. And it had me on the nervous side. But like you said, you started to hear the lyrics and you're like, something's gonna happen. Who talking about who? Because in Cleveland, I know streets don't like each other. It could be the same neighborhood,
Yeah,
but
it
this
just be
street won't like that
neighborhood
street.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm from Youngstown, so I didn't know that, but I run a studio and people coming to the studio, leaving, other people coming, and I didn't realize there's different colors on them. And then all of a sudden, people not leaving. And then one day, I was like, "What is y'all still here for?" They was like, "When these people come around the corner, we gonna shoot them up." And dude had a big Mac, and I was like, "Hey, you gotta go. All y'all gotta go." You know what I mean? It might have been a little bit more harsh, but I ain't gonna say that on the interview. But I told him something that was offensive, and I was like, "You got to go, bro." And they was a little bit hurt about it, but I started to really pay attention. That I was dealing with multiple gangs that didn't like each other, recording them, and no one told me. And they could have
Yeah.
been one day one was leaving, and actually somebody shot off my porch one day at 4 a.m. at somebody, and I was like, "Whoa," So learning that this stuff happened, leaving Captivate, trying to leave Captivate. It was closed. They told us to leave, and then they started shooting downtown. Pew, 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 pew. All through
Yeah.
downtown, shooting at each other. And they wouldn't let us out. The manager did a good job in saying, y'all can't leave right now. He made
Right.
sure that we stayed inside. So I respect him for that. Until he heard the gunshots stop. But the last person who walked out the door was the dude with the blanked out face. And I was like, I don't think we should leave yet. I don't think that. Let's let them get a couple miles ahead, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. So my intuition is usually really good. I don't second guess it no more. But with that being said, captivate tomorrow yourself.
To Captivate. Hey, I didn't did quite a few shows there, man. It's always been cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's you can't.
always.
That's
That's
the
the
thing,
first
though. You
time.
can't control. You can't control who. What two individuals might show up at any event. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And they got some static. They got something going on. Like you just can't really control it. So it's really not even about the venue anymore, especially with the tone that we set with the music now. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
It's like if
It's,
you if a little small problem starts in the club, it might end up with somebody getting shot
yeah.
up. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's sad, man. It's sad, man, because it makes you question: is this even really the field that you want to be in? Not because you're scared, but because you got a lot of shit
You
to
got
lose. You know
a
what I'm
career.
saying?
You don't want to perform. And that's why,
Right.
I noticed. I'm like, half the people here not really listening to the people that's here. you know. But I know you got a different energy now, getting a little bit more up there. Like, so you headline stuff. You don't have to really shuffle in with a bunch of up and coming artists. Even though you up and came, you know what I mean. And because I feel like those people are, there's a few people around here still moving around in the middle of the road. You know what I mean? They just got in the middle, and you know, I don't think that I'm for sure that if the show that I'm going to go to tomorrow, I'm safe at with you because
Yeah, no, yeah, it's a laid back. It actually is a showcase, but it's I don't know if you're familiar with Brittany J. It's her event, and she handpicked. You know what I'm saying? She handpicks.
of
It's
course I
not
know
like
Brittany J, Fleet
yeah,
DJ.
I know you do. It ain't one of them demos where you know what I'm saying, pay to get on or nothing like that. It's like she handpicks like some of her favorite artists out of the city to perform like for prizes and shit. It's not like anybody just can come in. It's not that type of party.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my homie.
it'll
He
be.
talking to me. I
It's
have
gonna
to
be
go
a
there
cool
too.
event. It's
Yeah,
gonna be a cool event tomorrow.
I'm definitely popping. I'm about to call Brittany J after this. Yeah, I got a bone to pick with her. Nah, I'm just
Yeah,
playing. She know I don't. You know, but yeah, I can't wait. Now I'm definitely going.
big bet,
I'm
big bet.
definitely going, man. That's my homie. So I know it's good. I know it's safe. Brittany don't play about her coins and her reputation. Um, Anything else this year you got going on? Like I know you said you got a bunch of singles. Any projects? Any other shows, tours?
Yeah, I'll be for coming up soon. Oh, I'll be at South by Southwest performing this year. It's actually be my first South by Southwest. Never been there before.
Okay, okay.
So
That's
yeah,
like
I'll be
real
there.
big. I might be there too. I
Yep,
ain't gonna
I'll be
perform,
there.
but I come up with that money to get there. My manager dropped us the whole information and invited us and stuff, man. It's like a couple thousand we need.
Yeah. It's expensive. It is expensive, man. But it's one of the largest, not only one of the largest music festivals in the world, but just on the networking side, bro. It's like if you in the music, independent artist, whatever, DJ is just great networking. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta be there. But I got a show. I got a show on the 16th.
This of February 16th, which is
March.
what
Yeah,
March.
March 16th. Yep. And that'll
Okay,
be at
okay.
South by Southwest.
Wow. Okay. And wow. So Who else on the bill with you?
Benny the Butcher,
Okay.
yeah, Griselda, Conway, who else? Oh, Jim Jones and them will be there. So yeah, it's gonna be some, yeah, it's gonna be
Mhm.
some heavy
I had
hitters.
Jim Jones for me.
Yeah.
Tell him you got his biggest
Dipset.
fan. I interviewed with one of man. Listen, I'm a major Jim Jones fan. He just
Yeah,
had
hey,
this
I
rocket
was, yeah, that was my guy back in the late 2000s. Like he was that guy.
to this
I
day.
rocked with Jimmy.
I listened to his new music and his new little squad he put out. You know,
Yeah, he's still putting
whatever he
out
do,
good
I'm listening
music.
to. Yeah, he got new stuff out. You know,
Yep.
if I could get an interview with him, that'd be real nice. You know that I would love that. So
Yeah. I
me
guess
putting out
it's.
who
I'm not sure how many members, but it's supposed to be Dipset. So, I don't know if him and Cam.
that's
I
cool.
don't know what's going on with that, but Jewels will
You
probably
know they
be
had
there too. You know what I'm saying?
Jewels, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I know
So
him and Cameron had the differences at some point. I think.
yeah, I don't know if they ever resolved it or whatever, but shit, it'll be cool to catch them all there though for sure.
Wouldn't it be? Dipset was a whole movement, man. It was a movement back in the day. What was your
Yeah,
favorite like type of group in that type of aspect? Like
of that era of like the early 2000s, mid
there was a few
2000s.
of them out there, Hot Boys, No Limit
Yeah,
had the Squad,
yeah.
Wu
I was a
Tang.
Wayne head. I ain't gonna lie. I was a Wayne head, man.
Okay,
I really liked Wayne, man. I really
see, I
liked
was a
Wayne.
3 6 head. I love 3 6 and I love Wu Tang. So and I love No Limit. Those was my
Yeah,
three
No Limit.
juggles.
Yeah, I was young. No Limit was that shit though. I was still pretty young when they was really popping, but yeah,
Man,
No Limit was hard.
Youngstown. So when they dropped I'm About It, we was
Yeah.
you might have told Youngstown up with that
Hey,
song, man. Master P might have been responsible for the crime rate in Youngstown when I'm About It. For real.
yeah, no,
It's
yeah,
a
about it. You said, yeah, definitely. That was one of them one songs. Like just
you
that
make
was
your
the,
mind up when you hear that song. Whatever you on, I'm on, bro.
yeah, yeah.
Youngstown anthem. So anything you want to shout out anyone or your team, your page, drop us your information where we can hear all your last remarks here.
Yup. So big shout out to Josh Monis, Matt Monis, top of the world. Big shout out, Big Hef, Tyra,
Yes, man.
everybody at Capital Structure. Shout out to my people at Come Clean Empire. That's Big Chill, all them, man. Shout out Maverick Global Distribution. Shout out anybody that
Okay.
love me. I love you back. Let's keep this thing going. You can catch me on all platforms, all social media platforms. That's at Gr8Man Gwapo, at GR8, the number 8, MANGWAPO. I also got an official website you could check out to stay up to date on everything I got going on at all times. Big merch, everything on there. That's
I was about to ask you
greatmangwapo.com.
merch. Man, I gotta see some merch. I love clothes. Like I said, I make graphic t-shirts and stuff. So
Most definitely.
I'm gonna shop.
What size t-shirt you wear?
I wear a large.
All right, I'm gonna have a t-shirt for you. If you pop out tomorrow, I got you.
I'm coming, bro. I'm
All right,
there
that's a bet. That's a
definitely.
bet.
Yeah, this is DJ iZM Marv, Gr8Man Gwapo. Finally got hey, we done switched this interview up so much time. We was on nigga time with this.
Hey, we
I
made it
appreciate
happen
you,
though.
man. Cooperate. We gotta got fired, all type of stuff. So let's hope to God that our careers just get better and better. Cause like I don't want to ever work a job again. I don't want to see you at no dang on job either, bro.
Nah, man. Yeah,
Definitely. Well, God bless you, brother. I love the fact that you took all your pain and made it a positive thing. The kid in me is definitely um, hugging the kid in you for that, bro. Definitely.
appreciate
You know
it,
what I'm
man.
saying? And
Sure.
I hope that another kid, all the other children with those type of issues can reach out to you as an obvious of answers for that. So, um, I'll be looking out for that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't holding you responsible for it, but I feel like you're gonna do it, man. I feel like you have healing powers. So I appreciate that, bro. And I'm here to support you on whatever you need me for, bro. You got my
Hey,
number. What size shirt you wear?
I'm a 3X. Depends. Sometimes 2X. Depend on the,
I
some
got
of the
two. I got
ones.
both of them here.
All right, that's a bet.
I'm gonna
That's a
bring you a
bet.
turbo hustle shirt.
All right, bet. Sounds
All right,
like a
good brother. I appreciate you, man. And you know, I'm gonna catch you another interview here soon. We're gonna catch up on the progress that you're making in about a year or so. Okay.
big bet, man. I hope I got a bunch of great news for you, man.
Hey, I'm still coming to whatever you got. So put me on the schedule to follow you around, bro. I'm here like that balloon center, China center.
Say, I got you, man.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, and we'll talk soon, brother.
Most definitely. Thank you, brother. You have a good one, man.
Thank you.